Hi guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your daily tarot cards for Tuesday, August 2nd, 2022. Today we're pulling from the Everyday Tarot deck. So you can see it, tarot card. I'm not going to change my reading from yesterday. We had tsunami, like wake up call. I definitely felt like, this was a wake up call from before. Maybe this for myself, but I definitely feel like this positive energy, this positive surge. I know I'm not the only one feeling this. I feel like, we're heading into Lionsgate. Yes, there's a Mercury retrograde happening, but retrograde doesn't always have to be seen as a negative thing. It opens up the portal, the possibility of things from the past coming back into the future. It gives us that second chance, that second win, they're saying, you know. But I don't feel like negative for Mercury retrograde. I'm definitely going to get on those videos. That heat wave, by the grace of God, there's no more, is gone. With New Brunswick, we definitely mid-August, the weather starts to change, like fall temperatures, like thank God, because I am not a fan of the heat. But I definitely feel like a positive surge. For this, I feel like this is not of your own doing. I feel like what Spirit was showing in IG, because I was just like, okay, Spirit, give me a little bit more. I'm like, when you hear me taking those pauses, it's like, okay, what are you trying to reveal to me? Because it's different when you're doing, these recordings live, in the sense of where it's like, I'm in this time frame where I got to get stuff done. But they were showing that you divulge too much at work, and I feel like going against your best interest. It's like people say that you could trust them, but you can't. You know what I mean? I know definitely one is a pot stirrer. They like to stir the pot and then just like sit back, eat popcorn, and watch the poop hit the fan. You know what I mean? Like they're definitely a pot stirrer. They don't get involved in all that. You know what I mean? They keep a lot of things to their chest. But I feel like in this case, this scenario, it's like they're jealous of you. You know what I mean? So I don't know how. I feel like it's like you open up personally, and they're using that as an excuse of grounds to let you go. You know what I mean? So I definitely feel like keep those things to yourself. Definitely blow everything out of the water. I feel like this is a wake up call. I feel like this is a warning. Shots fired. It's like sit there and work your butt off. Don't complain about nothing anymore. Anyone asks you, even if it's everything is poop, everything's fabulous. Everything is fabulous. Everything is sunshine, rainbows. Rainbows flying out of your butt. Don't tell nobody nothing anymore, because I definitely feel like someone is trying to instigate trouble, is what they're saying. So with the tower moment, in readings that I do for personal people, one was a physical altercation. They were highlighting someone in particular in the family, and I was like, I'm not going to pretend like this isn't happening. I said, this is who they're showing. I'm just giving you this warning because I want to warn you, just in case if it happens. You know what I mean? I said, by the grace of God, it doesn't. There's no winners in that kind of moment. And thank God it wasn't as serious. It was a serious moment, but a detriment to the relationship. But you know what I mean? I said, you're going to go through a tower moment. 2 days later, it happened. She's like, you told me, dumb. Like, basically the next day it happened. I was just like, oh my gosh. You know what I mean? Someone else, it was 2 weeks later. You know what I mean? So it's funny you went down for twos, but it's just like you know what I mean. Anytime I see that, I never sugarcoat a reading. I'm like, this is what I'm showing, this is who I'm seeing. I said it may happen, it may not. I said, the more I get into this, the more readings I do. In certain situations, you know what I mean. So it's just like I never want to sit there and blindside anyone. So I was just like, this is what I see. Take it as you will. I'm just warning you. By the grace of God, it don't happen, but I'm just letting you know. You know what I mean? So they're showing a tower moment. It looks like if someone does pass here, you gain financially here with the Page of Pentacles. You know what I mean? Temperance. I can't remember what deck it was. They said Temperance. I think it was the Dragon's Tarot, to tell you the truth. Temperance, they're saying that is strength with wings. So they're saying in this moment with the tower, go with the flow of the water. You know what I mean? I feel like you're going to make a decision. Do I stay or do I go? Maybe they're going to offer you, they're going to be like, you know what? I feel like this is going to happen in October. They're showing the number 7. So is it October 7th? You've been at this job for 7 years, 7 months. I don't know what it is, but they're going to sit there and say, hey, here's an opportunity to X, Y, and Z. And you're going to come up with a decision because you're blindsided with this. Do I stay or do I go? They're showing you the light of the situation. You're going to be okay, but it's still going to feel like a stab in the gut. You know what I mean? I feel like a punch in the gut. You know what I mean? Like it's not a good feeling. People like my kids even say that to me. Mom, how come you don't have friends? And I'm like, this is why. The one person I thought it was the closest to me than ever. So it's just like, you just never know. You know what I mean? Six of Cups. I feel like with this financial gain, you're able to get back to others. When we think about Pentacles, maybe this is like, grounding forces. We're talking about how we go through storms, our roots get deeper, learning lessons. I definitely felt like going against, I shouldn't have said anything when I did. But it's just like when you're going through those situations, even someone's like, I understand why you did. Because it is a lot, you know what I mean? You just want to vent. In that moment, you just want to vent. And some people take it as a moment of weakness and they use it as a weapon. They weaponize it. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you got to be careful. Two of Swords making this decision. So I feel like when they were highlighting the full moon, so I felt like that was August full moon. That's going to happen like less than like a week and some. So I feel like with that completed cycle, I feel like this is where when we're heading almost into the new moon in August, I feel like that's when this Two of Swords is going to come in. We're going to have to make a decision that we don't have all the information for. Thank God we have tarot cards. The Hermit, it's like seeing the light of the situation. You're going to see how this is going to be a blessing. Do I stay or do I go? Hermit is saying take a step back, sit there and meditate on the situation, really think it through. I think this is going to be a family decision. And I feel like the Eight of Cups is saying go. Obviously, you make the decision. You feel like this is just guidance. This is not a definite, you do what we say. No, I'm never that type of person. It's like you take what resonates. You do what you feel is best. Even if it's ends up being the wrong decision. You know what I mean? Like, I've been there myself. I don't have all the answers. You know what I mean? Spirit has warned me on things and I listened to other people or I didn't listen to my intuition. Or I didn't, you know what I mean? We're all human at the end of the day. It's just we're afraid of making the wrong choices. We're afraid of making the wrong decisions. We think we're making the best decision, and sometimes it's not so much. So I feel like, with this, it's like, you got to do what you feel resonates with you. You got to sit there and do where you're pulled. Where you feel like, that's where you should go. Or, this is a great time to reach out to your favorite healers. Get a reading because of the highly energy time. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I'm really shocked to see this Hermit card. I feel like this is, what happens after retrograde. I honestly feel like it's after retrograde. I don't feel like it's during. Maybe it comes to your attention somehow, but just be careful. So starting with the Tower, what you thought were solid foundations are crashing around you. Destruction, chaos, and are rampant. Know that these events are happening for you, not to you. New opportunities are emerging. And I feel like it's like, it doesn't matter. Even if it's for you to grow, nobody wants to go through that kind of situation. Especially someone like myself, and I'm just saying myself because I don't like using others as examples because, I know some of my people that in the soul tribe or people that I'm friends with watch this and I don't want them thinking that, she's always using me as an example or anything like that. That's why I always use myself. So someone like myself that has gone through a Tower moment and had to, rebuild, it's like, no one wants to. It's the most difficult thing you go through. So it's just like, how can I sit there and avoid this sometimes? And it's not that because we know trials and tribulations. It's just like, I still feel like, I'm fragile. I have a lot of things going on right now. I have enough rocking my foundation right now. I don't need nothing more. You know what I mean? So I feel like, sometimes in these situations where there is a passing, there's financial something here where you're able to help others. But I feel like it's just like, there's no winners in that kind of situation. It's like the pieces you have to pick up and rebuilding yourself. It's not an easy task. I know a couple people that I read for and they're struggling. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't wish that on anyone. I wish I could sit there, wave a magic wand, wave my hands over them, do some kind of chakra healing and get this pain out of their heart. You know what I mean? But I know in this time, they're learning lessons. So the Page of Pentacles. We are inspired to start a new financial or career opportunity. So how the job part ends up in there. You see the potential to grow and manifest your goals. You are ready to up level your skills, and learn something new. I feel like you already had this knocking. I feel like you've already heard of it. So I feel like in that way, I feel like maybe you'll take some time off if you end up getting a package, getting laid off. You know what I mean? This is where I feel like there's a discussion here. I feel like maybe you could even stay if you wanted to, but I feel like, for some reason you leave. You know what I mean? And it's too bad, but it's just like people are just disgusting. And that's the thing. They always talk about leaving. They're not happy, but they make everyone else miserable around them. So it's just like, you know what I mean? Why don't you sit there and worry about yourself instead of worry about everybody else? So temperance, like I was saying, temperance is strength with wings. Going with the flow of this, not fighting it, it will lead to the sun. You are going to something positive. You're discovering how to create balance and harmony in your life. You find alignment and a sense of peace with your external surroundings. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like you've built this environment for yourself. Definitely, you guys know I'm transparent. I film ahead of time. So I feel like, for myself, it's like, saging, opening all the windows and saging. It's like, just clear this air out, light your candles, light your incense. You know what I mean? Sit there and bring that positivity back into the home. Bring that positive energy. Sit there and do things for yourself. Do your meditations. Do whatever that brings that. Listen to music, I feel like that shift is happening. That's what I'm saying. When I saw that tsunami wake up call, I felt like it was like a certain situation. You know what I mean? It's like, things aren't always as you think they are. You know what I mean? Some situations are harder than others, but I feel like it's like, how can we sit there and move forward? How can we learn from this lesson? So 6 of Cups, and I feel like this is where it's like giving to others. So, we were talking about in storms, our roots get deeper so we don't get blown over by this, this tsunami. Remember they were talking about that tornado. So for me, I pray to God this has already happened, with a certain situation. You know what I mean? But I feel like sometimes I go through things before my friends because it's like I could sit there and be like, yeah, I just went through that, and I could speak from a place of experience. You're filled with happy memories from the past. You're like reuniting with school friends or high school crushes. You feel carefree and imaginative. You bring harmony and cooperation to your current relationships. And I definitely feel it because that balance is being restored. 6 is an even number. You know what I mean? You could divide it evenly with 3. You know what I mean? So I feel like, that sense of balance is being restored. Definitely I feel like this Libra energy, like with this. That's more 6 of Coins where you see the Libra scales. But I definitely feel like a balance. You do have the home highlighted here as well. So 2 of Swords. So making a decision that we're blind to see, in the sense that we're blindsided. And I feel like this will come at the end of the month. You're facing a challenging decision, a fork in the road, but you're unsure which option to take. Look closer. There are aspects that you are not currently seeing that will help you make the right decision. So maybe there's more to this story that needs to be revealed. Maybe you're like, okay, if I sit there and do this, I will gain this. So maybe what you gain will be a lot more than what you lose. So I feel like in that sense. So with the Hermit showing the light of the situation, they were showing from the Gilded Tarot. When they have the Hermit, they're showing that he's, with that lantern, he's able to see the snake in the path. We were talking about with Hanukkah, how where it starts with this dim light. I always like in the wintertime turn down all the lights and I light so many candles, it just illuminates the room and it's just beautiful, the ambiance, you know what I mean? So I feel like with, in that sense, more light is coming in, you know what I mean? Yes, the days are starting to get shorter. You already see sunset is 8:55 now, where it used to be 9 o'clock and whatnot. So you're starting to see how the days are starting to get shorter. You know what I mean? It's going to start getting cooler. The heat's going to leave. So I feel like that shift is happening. Lion's Gate, Lion's Portal. I feel like that. We're getting more confident. You know what I mean? It's not in the sense of giving cocky. It's just we're believing in ourselves more. We're not letting things topple us over anymore with their words, verbal assaults. You're on the path of spiritual knowledge and self-discovery. Retreat from everyday life and create space. Go within and you will discover the knowledge and clarity you seek. So in your meditation, I feel like in your dreams, you're going to get more clarity to the situation, you know? So the Eight of Cups, do I stay or do I go? And again, this is guidance. You do what you feel resonates with yourself. If you feel like you want to stay because it's better, nobody wants to, I always used to hate this with Shane's job. They would lay off a bunch of people right before Christmas because they wanted to have bigger numbers. And then they would hire them back. And I'm like, nobody wants to go through that, especially around Christmas. You know what I mean? And I know definitely around, I know August, a lot of people start Christmas shopping. You know what I mean? They start getting, because they have a lot of people to buy for. You know what I mean? And they don't like to wait till December where it's just like everybody's in the stores and everything is, you know what I mean? Yeah, oh, you could save some money if you wait till the last minute and you save 60% off. Yeah, fine. But at least I'm not stressing out about that. You know what I mean? So I feel like it just depends where you sit on that. But, when they're talking about a job here, you're going to land on your feet. So, do you stay or do you go? You are caught between walking away from a disappointing situation or trying one last time to make things better. But can the circumstances really improve, or is it a lost cause? I feel like this could be in two ways. This could be in love. This could be in work. But I definitely feel like something has happened here that is going to rock the foundation of the home, if it hasn't already happened. You know what I mean? This, for me, I pray to God this is already what is already transpired here. I don't really feel like going through another thing. You know what I mean? I know, and I'll say it again, and I don't wish this on anyone. It's just like, I know some of us that are destined for a bigger greatness than just this human life will go through those harder challenges. But you know what I mean? It's like, we want peace. Anyone that has fought hard tooth and nail for their peace will always want peace. They don't want the drama. You know what I mean? They could fill up their lives with so much other things. They don't need all that drama and pot stirring and stuff in their life. So I definitely feel like keeping your cards to your chest. This is like a wake up. I've definitely, like they're saying, a wake up call. Keep things to your chest. Watch what you're saying. Don't trust anyone right now because I don't know what's going on here, but I don't know. Funny enough, they're showing the devil card. Some people are just addicted to chaos. And they'll sit there and crash and burn the whole situation to take everybody down with them. You know what I mean? So, you sit there and you keep thriving and doing what's best for you. Don't worry about anyone else. Like they said, the great RuPaul says, if those bees ain't paying your bills, pay them no mind. So just, keep your head into your work, keep to yourself. Don't share nothing with nobody anymore. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Tuesday, August 2nd, 2022. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card.